Sure.
I really want to key off some of what Ray and Donna and everybody else highlighted. When I think about the ISC, I think about open data plus data standards plus identity, credential, and access management. Right. So there's a lot of parallels between the example of open data, open government data, the way it works in commercial environments. And what we're really doing here is adding data standards to improve semantic integrity and interoperability, and then the identity and access management to be able to support the policy automation, right? Because in the federal government, we have to be much more concerned about privacy and security than in a lot of other settings. The President's national strategy for information sharing and safeguarding highlighted 3 principles: information as a national asset, shared risk management between sharing and safeguarding. And the point of information sharing is not to create data lakes, but to support better, more proactive decision-making to protect the American people from harm and enhance national security. I think we're hearing that from all of our, my fellow panelists, and it's quite exciting for me too to kind of, have this sort of conversation. 2 ideas that I really want to highlight in terms of the future. I really do think we're seeing something new in the nexus of national security and public safety about how the enterprise there is rationalizing to support addressing priority threats. We know whether it's terrorism, whether it's homeland security, natural disasters, whether it's transnational organized crime, cybersecurity. We are seeing something new with how the federal government works with our state and local partners, how we work together in a secure and trusted way against these common threats. The other thing I'd like to highlight is the progress we're making in distilling in a mission-agnostic way the core frameworks that underlie all the successes you heard about today. And the work that we're doing within the ISC to align those with mainstream of standards. I talked about the Standards Coordinating Council earlier. 3 international standards organizations are a part of that, 4 government standards organizations, several industry associations. This is a one-way street in terms of aligning these frameworks with the mainstream of standards and architecture, and that's going to allow us to support scaling through industry.
Right.
Really the only way to do this. And so that's, I think, as that becomes further mature, that productization, the on-ramps for folks to use these frameworks, I think that's going to be transformational.
Fantastic.